Finding your life's true purpose, a journey of meaning in the later years. There comes a time in life after the rush of youthful ambition and middle aged responsibilities have quieted when a new question arises. What is my purpose now? As you stand at the crossroads of this later stage of life, with wisdom hard earned and experiences that have shaped you, it's time to look inward once again. The path you seek is not behind you, nor is it a distant dream of youth. It is here within you, waiting to be uncovered. For many in their golden years, there's a sense of transition, a movement from the world of doing to the world of being. The frantic rush of career, family, and societal roles begins to slow, and what remains is something far deeper. The essence of who you are. This essence, this guiding force, is what we call your archetype. It has been there all along, perhaps quietly shaping your choices and paths. But now, with the clarity of age and the wisdom of time, you can recognize it for what it is, a map to your truest self. The journey ahead isn't one of discovery, but of reconnection. As you read on, you'll see yourself reflected in one of 7 archetypes. Each archetype offers its own path to fulfillment and meaning, but none of them are tied to youth or physical strength. Instead, they are tied to something far more enduring, your spirit, your values, and the legacy you wish to leave behind. 1. The healer, a heart that mends. If you've spent your life drawn to easing the suffering of others, then the healer archetype may be your true calling. Being a healer is not just about medicine or physical health, though many healers find themselves in caregiving professions. It's about being a presence of comfort and compassion in the lives of others. You've likely been the person people come to when they need a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. In your later years, the role of the healer deepens. The physical body may slow, but the heart's capacity to give grows even stronger. This stage of life is about recognizing that healing can be found in the most subtle moments. A kind word, a shared memory, a quiet presence beside someone in pain. Your hands may no longer build, but they still comfort. Your voice may tremble, but it still soothes. How to embrace the healer archetype in your golden years. Volunteer in places where your wisdom and compassion are needed most. Hospice care, support groups, or community health organizations. Use your life experiences to offer emotional healing to those struggling with the challenges of life, whether they are young people facing uncertainty or friends dealing with illness or loss. Consider writing down your stories, moments when you've seen or facilitated healing. Share your wisdom with those who are searching for hope and peace in difficult times. Your gift as a healer now is not just in the cures you offer, but in the presence you bring. Healing comes from being with others, especially in times when words alone cannot mend. 2. The builder, crafting legacy from wisdom. As a builder, your life may have been dedicated to constructing, whether it was physical structures, businesses, or even systems that supported your family or community. Builders see possibility in the raw materials of life and are skilled in turning ideas into tangible results. But as you step into your later years, the tools of creation may shift. In this stage of life, your building continues, but it's less about hammer and nail and more about creating connections, community, and a lasting legacy. The structures you are crafting now may not be made of brick and mortar, but of human relationships and the wisdom you pass on to others. Your role as a builder is now about ensuring that what you've made or what you help others create endures. How to live as a builder now. Focus on mentorship. Your experience is invaluable to younger generations of builders, whether they're starting their careers or families. Your guidance can help them avoid mistakes and create more effectively. Help build bridges between generations by participating in community groups, senior mentorship programs, or intergenerational volunteer efforts. Consider documenting your projects and the life lessons they taught you. Share your knowledge in books, blogs, or personal stories passed down to family members. Your ability to build is not diminished by age. Now, 3. The artist, creating in the wisdom of the years. The artist archetype speaks to those who are drawn to creativity, expression, and beauty. Whether you've been a painter, writer, musician, or simply someone who finds joy in creating, the artist path is about bringing something new into the world. As an artist in your later years, your work takes on a new depth. It is no longer just about technical skill or craft. It becomes about expression of self, a reflection of the truths you've learned throughout life. Every stroke of the brush, every note of music, and every word you write carries with it the wisdom of decades. You're no longer just creating for others, but for yourself, for the soul's need to speak. How to live as an artist now. Use your art as a way of reflecting on your life experiences, whether it's through visual art, writing, music, or any other form of creation. Let your art tell the story of your life. Share your creative passion with others. Offer to teach a class, hold informal workshops, or even share your work with loved ones. Your art can inspire others to find their own creative voice. Explore new forms of creativity that you may not have had time for in earlier years. Try something new, whether it's a new medium, a new instrument, or a new way of expressing your creativity. Your creativity is a gift, not only to you, but to the world. In these years, the artist becomes not just a creator of beauty, but a storyteller, sharing the truths and insights that only time can bring. 4. The king, leading through wisdom. The king archetype embodies leadership, guidance, and responsibility. You may have spent your younger years leading, whether it was in business, community roles, or within your family. Now, in your later years, that role shifts from active leadership to one of wise counsel. As a king, you are no longer concerned with power or authority for its own sake. Instead, your focus is on the well-being of your people, whether that means your family, your community, or even your country. Your leadership is needed now more than ever, but it takes on a quieter, more reflective tone. You lead by example, by offering your wisdom, and by bringing people together. How to live as a king now. Focus on mentorship and guidance. You are in a position to offer invaluable wisdom to younger leaders, whether in the family, community, or business. Take on the role of a unifier. In times of division or uncertainty, your ability to see the bigger picture and act with wisdom and compassion can bring people together. Leave a legacy that reflects your values. This could mean passing on family traditions, establishing charitable work, or ensuring that the causes you care about continue after you're gone. Your reign as a king is far from over. 5. The knight, defending honor and values. The knight archetype is driven by a deep sense of honor, duty, and protection. In your younger years, you may have fought for justice, stood up for those who couldn't defend themselves, or served in roles that required courage and dedication. As a knight in your later years, your battles are different, but your mission remains the same. The fight now is to uphold the values you hold dear, to ensure that the world you leave behind is one of integrity, justice, and fairness. Even if you're no longer on the front lines, your presence as a knight is felt in the way you live your life with honor. How to live as a knight now. Become an advocate for causes that matter to you, whether it's through volunteering, fundraising, or simply speaking out. Your voice can make a difference in the fight for justice. Share your experiences and values with younger generations. Pass down your sense of duty and honor to those who will carry the torch after you. Reflect on the battles you fought, both external and internal. Use your life story to inspire others to stand up for what is right. Your duty as a knight is not over. You are still called to be a protector of values, a guardian of truth, and a defender of the vulnerable. 6. The sage, sharing life's lessons. The sage archetype is the seeker and sharer of knowledge. You have spent your life learning, observing, and reflecting. Now, in your later years, the sage's role is to pass on that wisdom to others. As a sage, your value is in the knowledge you've accumulated and the perspective you offer. Younger generations, families, and communities need your insight, your ability to see patterns, understand complexities, and offer guidance. The sage is not only a teacher, but also a catalyst for growth in others. How to live as a sage now. Share your knowledge in ways that resonate with others. This could be through teaching, writing, mentoring, or even storytelling. Your insights are invaluable. Continue to learn. A true sage never stops seeking knowledge. Keep reading, exploring new ideas, and expanding your understanding of the world. Be a guide for those who are searching. Whether it's family members, friends, or even strangers, your wisdom can help others navigate life's complexities. Your role as a sage is to illuminate the path for others, using your life's experiences and the knowledge you've gained to offer clarity and understanding. 7. The Goldsmith, transforming wealth into legacy. The Goldsmith is the archetype of wealth, trade, and material success. You may have spent your life building financial stability or working in industries where wealth was a key focus. But now, in your later years, the goldsmith's role is not just about acquiring wealth. It's about using that wealth to create something lasting and meaningful. As a goldsmith, your focus now is on ensuring that your resources, whether they are financial, emotional, or intellectual, are used to build a legacy. It's about ensuring that what you've accumulated benefits others and aligns with your values. How to live as a goldsmith now. Invest in causes that matter to you, whether it's supporting charitable work, helping family members, or contributing to community projects. Ensure that your wealth has a positive impact. Share your financial knowledge with others. Help the next generation understand the value of money and how to use it wisely. Reflect on the role money has played in your life and how you can use it now to create a legacy of generosity, integrity, and impact. As a goldsmith, your wealth is not just financial. It's the wealth of experience, knowledge, and influence. Use it wisely to create a lasting legacy. 8. The eternal path, embracing your archetype in later life. No matter which archetype resonates with you, know that your journey is not over. In fact, it's just entering a new and profound phase. The later years of life are not a time of fading purpose, but of refining and deepening it. The roles you have played, the lessons you have learned, and the wisdom you have gained are all part of a legacy that will live on long after you are gone. In these years, you are not just living for yourself. You are living for those who will come after you, for the world you wish to leave behind, and for the fulfillment of your soul's truest purpose. Whether you are a healer, builder, artist, king, knight, sage, or goldsmith, the gifts you offer the world are still needed. Now is the time to step fully into your archetype, embracing the role that has been quietly guiding you all along. Look back on your life not with regret or longing, but with gratitude for all you have been, and look forward with hope for all you still can become. Your journey continues, deeper, richer, and more meaningful than ever before. 9. The Gardener, nurturing growth and renewal. The gardener is an archetype centered on care, patience, and the deep connection to the rhythms of life. Throughout your years, you may have found joy in cultivating not just plants, but also relationships, ideas, or even communities. The gardener is one who understands that everything takes time to grow and flourish, and that nurturing something, whether it's a garden, a person, or a dream, requires dedication, attentiveness, and wisdom. As you reach this stage of life, your role as a gardener becomes even more profound. You've spent decades tending to various aspects of life, and now you're in a position to watch the fruits of your labor mature. The essence of the gardener is found in the belief that growth never truly stops, and that even in the later years of life, there is still so much to plant, nurture, and grow. Whether you've had a literal garden or not, The metaphor of the gardener speaks to a life lived with care, presence, and the understanding that life's most important work is often unseen, growing quietly beneath the surface before blooming in its own time. How to live as a gardener now. Mentor and guide others, especially younger generations, who are just beginning to plant the seeds of their own lives. Your insights on patience, nurturing, and resilience can help them grow stronger roots. Take pleasure in the small, daily acts of care, whether for a loved one, a community project, or even your own well-being. Nurturing is an act of love that never grows old. Reflect on the relationships and projects you've nurtured throughout your life. Find peace in watching these grow, even if you no longer have an active hand in their daily care. If you do have a literal garden, continue to tend it with joy, but see it now as a reflection of the bigger garden of life that you have nurtured with wisdom, kindness, and presence. Your role as a gardener is one of quiet power. You understand the cycles of life: planting, tending, waiting, and harvesting. Your wisdom lies in knowing that not all seeds sprout immediately and not all plants bloom in every season, but with care and attention, they all contribute to the beauty of the world. Final reflections: the path forward. Each of these archetypes offers a unique lens through which to view your later years. Whether you see yourself as a healer, a builder, an artist, a king, a knight, a sage, a goldsmith, or a gardener, your life still has immense purpose and value. The key is to recognize that your journey isn't about finding something new. It's about recognizing and embracing the role you were always meant to play. You have lived a rich, complex life full of experiences that have shaped you. Now is the time to draw upon those experiences, to lean into the archetype that speaks most to your soul, and to continue contributing to the world in ways that only you can. Life, like any garden, needs care, attention, and love. And as a gardener, or any of the archetypes, you hold the knowledge and wisdom to nurture not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.